Stockbroker, he had a happy marriage, he had a nice family, but still, Robert Benjamin felt like there was a piece of the puzzle that was missing. Ken Hume takes us to Houston, Texas for that story.
When I looked at things, well, what do you want, Robert? I found that I had everything I wanted.
The story of Robert Benjamin begins here in the heart of the financial district of downtown Houston. For the past 11 years, Benjamin has been a successful stockbroker, a career which continues today. Benjamin is not an alcoholic, nor is he a drug addict or a criminal. So why do a story about Robert Benjamin? Because Benjamin was on a quest, a search for truth and meaning in his life.
My life was moving so fast and traveling and doing the business and being a stockbroker with the fast pace in our business that I just never stopped and thought about what I was doing. And the moments when I would stop, I would realize that deep in my heart I was lonely, that there was something missing, and I didn't know what the answers were.
In 1983, Robert met and married his wife, Jan. That seemed to take care of some of the loneliness that he was feeling. Together, they were very happy. But as time went on, Robert began to feel his emptiness again, and he found Jan was up against a similar crisis.
You know, it's the same sort of thing that Robert experienced. I think you go through life setting these, quote, goals for yourself, that you think once you reach that goal, that you are going to be at peace and you are going to be fulfilled.
But after 2 years and their first child, both Jan and Robert were still feeling like something was missing in their life, until one day they accepted an invitation from a friend to attend church.
He said, why don't you come one Sunday and go to service, and then after the service we can go and have lunch together. And it was going to be somewhat of a social event.
The Benjamins' social event took them to Second Baptist Church of Houston, according to one study, the fastest growing church in America. Dr. Ed Young is pastor.
Worship is what we're all about. That's where proclamation and praise takes place. And we have sought to be biblical in our orientation, introduce people to Jesus Christ, and then we seek to disciple that which God sends to us.
For the Benjamins, this was the beginning of the answer to their emptiness inside. Dr. Young preached what Robert called a very Jewish sermon on the life of Moses. The reason this was significant is that Robert grew up in a Jewish family, and because of his background, found he could identify with the sermon. Both Pam and Robert decided to come back to Second Baptist the following week. In addition, they bought 2 Bibles.
We both started having an appetite to learn more about the Bible. We said, this book does have answers. When I read the 4 Gospels for the first time, something happened to me. I had never read anything more beautiful. And it put a very special place in my heart for Jesus.
Robert and Pam together found a relationship with Jesus Christ while at the fellowship of Second Baptist, something that not only makes them happy, but makes Dr. Young happy as well.
Well, I trust that when we preach and when we teach in this church, we're answering basic questions of life. Who am I? Where did I come from? What is my purpose? Where am I going?
For the Benjamins, finding purpose in their lives meant finding a relationship with Jesus.
In every person's chest, there is a puzzle that has to be filled with different pieces. And there are a lot of small pieces. Work, your wife, your children, health, the rest of your family, friends, playing. But there is a major piece, a central piece, that is God. And not until I found my new relationship with God, truly knowing Him, I didn't feel that the puzzle was complete. And now I have that, and I feel that I have total happiness.
A family's life changed because people cared enough to reach out to them and invite them into the circle. If you'd like to be invited into the circle today, we have people waiting here to take your call. We have lists of churches available in your area that are preaching the Word of God, that